action going on in the game. And
I think we're live.
Wow, we're already live. We missed a little bit here, but hopefully not too much. Freiburg with a nice one click there as Zeus is going to take down Get Right. And Freiburg trying to hide in the corner. There's no kit on Zeus, and there's a burst fire headshot. Triple kill, 3 bullets. And it's the 3rd match of the evening as well, man. I mean, how long until Half-Life 3's out? How much more do you need, Gaben?
Nah, he's gotta, you know, all the Half-Life 3 mods, he's gotta make money off that too. So until he can get the system where he can actually like get people to pay for those mods, it's not gonna happen, dude.
I don't mind. I would pay a lot. I just need, you know...
You need that Half-Life 3 goodness.
I do, Summer. I really do. Guardian in the middle with a deagle in hand. A lot of targets, and he did hit one of them there, but not too much. Just like tagged him in the shoulder, and Exist, he's super manly. He's just gonna walk it off. Not really gonna care. 50 cal ain't gonna stop him.
Jeez.
And everyone else is pretty much smoked off. Maybe Flamey with a bit of chance here. Has a FAMAS, and why does Flamey have a FAMAS? What is going on?
Yeah, I'm looking. I think Zeus dropped it for him. So that's actually going to be big. That already catches NiP off guard. NiP, very aggressive mid-take on their part, nearly putting everybody in there. And they already lose a man. That's 4 is down now, so a heavy hitter lost early on here in the round for NiP. And as we pass the minute mark, it's looking like they're going to go through connector up towards A. But Starks is already holding here with the deagle of his own. And they do have Zeus in position holding over in jungle. We'll see if he peeks at the right time. They are watching this angle. Exist rounds the corner and spots out Zeus. Zeus with only 15 HP. Not going to be able to last. And it's going to come down to Starks now holding in CT. Does he hit the timing right? Boom! Sit down, Alu! Sit down!
That is a great shot there, although he does go down. That's still very impressive. Get Right wants to get this bomb, but he just cannot. Guardian comes through and seized with the kill. And NaVi are going to steal a round right back and make it 1-1. So super unfortunate then. And for some reason my scoreboard is messed up. So now when I click tab to show the scoreboard, it'll just like disappear the keys here. Which means we'll actually have to reconnect. But I don't know if you guys can live with it. Maybe you guys can just check out the scores at the beginning. And we'll try and keep you up to date. Because it's a weird bug that happens sometimes. Don't worry. I've changed the tab. But it was working earlier. It's because it happens when you connect sometimes. So either we reconnect at some point, maybe in halftime. Or we just live with it for the first half here and we'll be alright. So that's just an explanation. We want to show the scoreboard, but we'll keep you guys up to date during the end of the round, so you can obviously still see who's got what kills. Right, pistols all around and armor for NiP. Flamey already gained tagged up quite a bit, and it's going to throw out a bit of Molotov to try and keep them back. Stay back, scum. And Get Right there to take down Guardian. Good start here for NiP in this force-up round.
Not sure if Exist realizes that there's a man holding a connector there as well. Zeus will be able to spray down Get Right. Nothing to be done. Exist rushing up, but Zeus does manage to reload in time. That's not going to save him, though. And that leaves Seized all by his lonesome here on the B site. Flamey has rotated towards the A site, however, so Exist doing a great job drawing the attention over here. He gets the kill versus Starks, and Flamey up close is going to catch Exist reloading. This is all over the place, but what's good is that NiP are a man up going onto this B site, and Seized, he's the last man holding here, and he gets quickly overwhelmed.
Flamey, last man standing. Very hard for him to come out with a victory here, and, you know, no kit, no grenades. He actually should walk away, but he does get a good kill on Alu. Now he's feeling fired up, but not going to be good enough here. Force will take him out. And you guys are right. I could change the resolution. The problem is, if I change the resolution while Obs is running, it can do really weird things to the whole setup here. So I'm not going to risk that because then things get even worse. So yeah, you're right. Normally you just change the resolution and it'll be alright. But with a streaming program running in the background, it does sometimes do weird things. So I'm not really trusting it. But we're going to be alright anyway. Currently 4 kills for Flamey, 4 for Zeus. And going to be going into the 4th round here. Seized. Re-peeking with the scout, and oh, Flamey hits a handshot, but Seized most certainly did as well. And now NiP, they're sort of locked in behind the boxes in the middle here, but a good grenade is going to shut down, well, almost both players playing in window there.
Jesus,
wow.
And that man gets 2 tags as well. Brings Exist very low, Get Right low as well, and then it's going to be basically Starks, last man alive here, holding that 5-7. But with everybody so low, he is a real threat to NiP right now. They need to hold patient. He looks the wrong way, though, decides to check underpass instead of looking top mid. And Freiburg will find him easy peasy, gets that kill for free. So NiP with 3 rounds on the board now on their T side. And NaVi, after that force buy, this time they're going to have to go for the hard eco. This round, they can't afford to really invest anything in here. And I don't want to see them invest anything. I'm tired of NaVi going for these kinds of force buys just because Guardian, as soon as he gets an AWP, we saw it versus Fnatic. As soon as he started getting an AWP, boom, JW dies nearly every round. So it's like, get Guardian that AWP as fast as possible, NaVi, because he has an impact with it.
Starrick's gonna end up going down, but I think you're right that that orb is such a big tool on the Na'Vi side. Two people pushing up here, and they're not gonna find anyone, which is sad because by the time they realize it's too late, it's because the bomb will have gone down over at A. So, yeah, I mean, good flank coming out from Guardian and Zeus, if not for the fact that NiP had already taken a bomb site.
And Flamey all by his lonesome with this 5-7. He's got his banana. He's going to go look for a quiet spot to play with it. And it's not, well, Forrest is not interested in that. So, there we go. 4 rounds for NiP. And we shall see NaVi go for the buy. And they are shy. They don't have the money for an AWP. So, man, this is just not looking good at all for NaVi. They've got 3 smokes at the beginning of the round, 5 flashes, and that is it. And a FAMAS on Zeus as well, just so that he can pick up a kit. So I like that by Zeus, that he actually goes for a kit buy. But, man, this is going to be brutal. And with the MAC-10 and Galil in play, having 3 players without helmets, that's actually a bit of a risk here for NaVi.
I love the fact that GetRight's named his knife Valyrian Steel, you know, his stainless there. Oh, GetRight goes down. Speak of the devil, Starrick's pushing in to drop him, and a bit of a pop flash out just to force anyone to stay back if they were going to come for it. Forrest is all the way over here at the bomb, which is a little bit scary in case he was going to get found out, but no one's coming for him currently. Starrick's pop flash out. I'm wondering what's going to happen to this bomb. I'm really curious about this. Flamey practically sits in the fire to take out Freiburg, and Allo gets dropped by Zeus. I mean, maybe if he could drop Seized here, there's an opening.
Talk about a hard sell. Does Forrest drop out here? I mean, they give up 3 guys, and they take massive damage on Exist just to try to get this fake going. Forrest going to be putting shots through, and Seized, he's trying to close in on him. He's going to be able to figure out this angle. Takes the shot, blows his cover, and now Forrest knows that he's not alone on this site. Waiting for that rotation to come in here from Exist, but in the meantime, Forrest gets picked up by Flamey, who has rotated in for NaVi, and Exist now the last man alive here, playing from B Apartments. That bomb might as well be in the middle of Siberia as far as he's concerned. He's not going to get anywhere near it. As soon as he pokes his nose out at the window, somebody from NaVi is going to promptly clip it, and Starrick's is actually going to get that backstab on him. So, second round on the board for NaVi, a perfect round as well. So, considering they had so little gear to work with in that round, that really is incredible that they just completely wipe out NiP. It's going to be fantastic for their economy.
Well, that's going to put us into the 7th round now, and we'll have to figure out if NaVi can somehow continue to win now. I mean, 1 round, great. They did shut down NiP rather quickly, and NiP looked like they were trying to really, like you said, a crazy sell, basically, to come out of with a victory there, just leaving Forrest alone on the other side of the map with the bomb. Forrest going to pick up a good kill early on. GetRight to shut down Zeus as well. What a strong start for NiP.
Now Starrick's up close, finds Exist, loses his head, however, and there you go. It completely spins out of control. NiP now have everything going their way. They've got that bomb. They're taking quite a bit of time to rotate it over, however. Really just milking this. They're waiting to see if they can't find someone in flame. He's going to look the wrong way. Exist rounds that corner and picks up yet another kill for himself. That's 2 this round. And now finally that bomb is starting to head over to the A site. C is the last man alive. He's only got the B bomb site to play with, and NiP should know exactly where he is, considering it is seized. He always plays B. So, NiP now know we can get this bomb over here safely. We shouldn't have any problems.
Yeah, I mean, this is going to be a 5th round for NiP, and NaVi also, the money is going to be very questionable, so I am really scared at the moment for the NaVi team. They just took a beating on this map by Fnatic, and I mean, NiP are off to an even better start than Fnatic were, in fact. Because this is where, I mean, at 5-0, I think it's when NaVi really stepped it up and kicked it back in and came back into the game and brought it back to like 5-7 or something before they finally, you know, it finally was Fnatic's turn again. Like, NaVi literally took 7 rounds in a row against Fnatic right here, but they had a lot more money. This time they've got like, what, 2 scouts and, what, 1 grenade and 1 flashbang here. This is not looking good.
This is like the huge force buy from them. Big gamble, basically. But they know they've got their backs to the wall. They're going to go for the aggro at mid as well here. So Forrest, he's about to get overwhelmed. Alu has rotated in to help him, but that doesn't save him. Zeus is going to be able to pick up this kill, and they managed to trade so effectively here, NaVi. Zeus and Flamey both getting kills. Thought that one of them would die for sure there with Alu coming in. But now NiP are down 2 men at the beginning of this round, and they have all the control. They try and set up for the A play here, and regardless NiP, because they know that they have to act fast. But Starrick's up here on the balcony, picks up a kill for free on the GetRight, and he is going to get caught, but this is all he needs to do. Gives the info as to where the rest of these players are playing from. Freiburg with the double spray, though, isn't going to help things here for NaVi.
Oh, actually, Flamey took one of the team kills. They lined up for him again. Oh, Lord. That could have been 2 engagements where Freiburg could have got 4 kills just because they lined up, but that was really scary. NaVi do make it out alive only with one person, though. And that should have been the sort of round where NaVi really survived with at least 3 and maybe even 4. So now it's 3-5. And NaVi, at least they put an end to it here. And we'll see if they can continue to go. Wow.
Big question.
9 kills on Get Right as well. He's doing pretty good at the moment.
Yeah, that's good to see as well, seeing as how Get Right has been struggling a little bit at the personal level. Get Right with the spray, just bogging him down over there in window. Misses up the HE, however. That could have been a big opportunity. And Guardian and Zeus coming back in. This is just trade frags all over the place across this map. There is going to be a push from Guardian. Exist takes out the man in window, however. And a quick rotation there by Seized gets him out of harm's way. But Alu's still waiting over here in Palace. And the infiltration has begun. Get Right could start working his way through jungle, and they're going to come in through connector. Seized, holding the most important place on this map, essentially. If he can get bomb control, this would be big. Gets the kill, drops the bomb, and now, well, he has no idea that he's got a man at his back. Alu's going to get that kill for free, and it's now a 1v2 for Starix.
But the bomb is here. Starix has the bomb from us, just a little bit too slow. And Get Right will take him out. So another round for NiP now. Just moving forward at 6-3, and now NaVi's economy almost, well, it is entirely reset. If they force up now, they risk just throwing the whole first half away. This is kind of a stunning result early on. Great job from NiP, though.
Shattered comes to mind. Shattered economy. And Guardian, all he wants is a sniper rifle. All he wants is an AWP. This, like, he isn't... Well, I mean, he is effective with the rifles, but the impact that he can have with an AWP is so important for NaVi. The fact that they just can't get the money that would allow him to actually afford that gun, it's a big problem for NaVi right now, because I'm sure that they're going to go for another force buy as soon as they have the money to go for it. So he may go through this entire half without having the money to actually afford that sniper rifle, which is just a big problem when it comes to NaVi's core gameplay.
It is. And, I mean, Alu even being super annoying over there. Starix totally gets sneak up from behind. And Alu's just waiting for him coming out of apartments. Now it's Guardian and Seized left, and it's hard to see what they could really come up with now. This is turning into a real beating. I mean, NiP looking stronger than Fnatic right now did on the first half here. It's about to get a little bit scary. NaVi are going to lose the last man there as Guardian goes down, and will be 7-3. And you said they might try and force up here. I imagine they will as well, because it's going to be, well... They're just evening out the money. So they will actually go for sort of practically a double eco here, just to make sure that they can get the full rifles, which means they're going to give NiP an 8th round and then bang on the 8-7 scoreline. That's the plan here.
Such a huge lead for NiP. I mean, they've just done everything right so far this first half. Even when it gets into the brawl where NaVi managed to win a round, that just resets their money when NiP strike right back. So... nothing going for NaVi. We are going to have the flash in a pit, however, that slows things down. There's 2 players, soon to be 3, holding up close. 4 players, in fact. NaVi have just full stacked this. This is the perfect counter for what NiP we're about to throw at them. But Get Right holds his own, takes out Starix, and they do manage to fend off this aggressive push. Forrest with a flight, catches out 2, looks for a 3rd, and he is going to get it. 3 kills for Forrest, and that pretty much seals it here. NiP walk into that 8th round, only having lost Forrest in the end.
I mean, when we try and bring up that good technical term spray transfer, I think that's what we just saw from Forrest. Just holds down mouse 1 and connects with 3 people before he goes down. That's pretty impressive. It's going to make it 8-3, and some good calls coming out from NiP as well. Just Get Right, I think, down from slope, saying, look, they're all here. Just run up behind them, and that's where we're going to win the round right there. 12th now starting up, and finally the double up setup. Starix in the middle, in fact, not going to be Guardian. Oh, and he's... a little bit too slow. They've already crossed. He gets the leg shot in, though. And Guardian taking down Freiburg. So still a decent start here as Flamey will finish off Get Right.
Alu does take out Flamey, however, so they do manage to get 1 trade at least going their way. Zeus waiting up here in connector. Alu could try and flash his way through, but he's not going to try and push through that smoke. And Zeus, he's got a perfect angle right now to watch top mid. That bomb is still waiting there as well for NiP, so they need to figure out a way to deal with Zeus. Look at this, Forrest. I mean, Forrest just jumping around with his knife out. A free kill there.
Yeah. Bot Forrest, what are you doing? Alu in the middle here, going to be going down to Zeus as well. Strong round here for NaVi. Double up setup paying off a bit. I mean, Guardian with a double. Starix did get a leg shot in on Get Right, so Orbs managed to do some damage in that round. And we're going to move into the 13th round. See how good that... NiP really are going to be able to do here, because they've already got 8 rounds, and if they start winning once again, NaVi's economy is going to be, it's going to be shattered.
Oh, yeah, they just get that one more. I mean, they aren't even going for the AWP on Alu either. So that's actually wild. The fact that NiP, they're not giving that sniper rifle to Alu. They just want to go AKs. They want to be quick, fleet-footed. And so far, that's worked out fantastically for them. We'll see how it goes this round. As far as NiP are concerned, they're holding pretty far back for the time being. They aren't really giving up too much. They're waiting to see if NaVi are going to go for the aggressive push that we saw before in this half.
A lot of this position from Seized, though. I mean, he's going to be able to know really early on if they were setting up for something out here. So you can see the rotation. Flamey already moving out of the B-bomb side all the way into middle here. So they're going to have a heavy presence on A if anything goes down. Or middle for that matter. And Seized. How long is he going to stay here before he starts to move forward? I'm wondering why they're moving back here. What information did they get that thought that was going to be a good idea?
40 seconds left, though. This isn't a lot of time. This is going to be the A split, basically, straight through connector. We'll see if they can actually cut out Zeus. Starks is here in jungle as well. But NiP now about to run barreling through here. 30 seconds left. They're starting to run a little bit out of time here, so they need to get the kill very quickly here onto Zeus, who decides to peek forward. Gonna take that fight. Fair trade there. Alu takes him out, but Guardian's still alive in CT, holding the long line with the AWP, and Starks with the crossfire.
Ooh, Guardian has to come up big, gets a shot on Forrest, who is carrying the bomb. And as you said, time is a factor now. 15 seconds left, one more try. Grenade on over, gonna do a little bit of damage, but not enough. But Flamey and Guardian will pick up the round anyway. Looked a bit questionable. I'm not sure why they wanted Flamey to end up over here when Cease was still this far up. They must have had some sort of info that we weren't aware of, or maybe they recognized something in the round that we didn't and said, look, I think NiP are running this, this round that we've seen in practice before or something.
Yeah.
Because that seemed like a very weird call. At least, with the information we had, that did not seem like an intuitive call. So I bet NaVi knew something that we didn't then. Starting off though, Starix with a good kill. Gets the second one on Forrest as well. He looked a little bit slow earlier, but this is a stunning way to start a round.
Yeah, him and Guardian both now have kind of come to life once they have the AWPs. So you can be sure that NaVi are kind of kicking themselves for how the beginning of this half played out for them. If only they had had the money, if only they could have afforded the sniper rifles, they could have had all the control going into the beginning. Now it's their team battling back. And, well, Guardian and Starks are doing a fantastic job. Guardian's still alive in CT, and the rotation comes in from Flamey. He gets caught out by Alu, however. So this is now going to be a 2-on-4 situation here. Get Right gets overwhelmed by Zeus. Freiberg's still alive, and he looks on the edge of the smoke. Runs out of bullets, though, and that's not going to help him. Starks with 3 kills in the round. Big round for him.
6-8. I mean, NaVi making a good comeback here at the late stage of this half, but this should have been initiated much earlier. When NiP was at like 4 or 5 rounds is when they should have been able to come right back into it, and then they would have been able to close out really well. But as it is right now, things are just still looking tough for NaVi here. 6-8 though, moving into the last round of the half.
And now we get to see the plays coming through. It is going to be a straight up smoke round. Coming in from NiP, it looks like 2 players here early on this A site, and they are within the smoke radius as well. Guardian will get smoked out up on stairs like that. Is he going to get the timing right? Oh, just barely. If Freiberg didn't get flashed and stuck, I bet you would have got caught there.
He's
and
still
Guardian,
trying.
He's just going straight turret.
Oh my god, what a mad idea. Essentially sort of pretending to be an auto sniper, only much slower. Inside the bomb site, Zeus is going to go down. That's a nice frag from Freiberg, and Get Right will pick up one more and actually gets a double kill right there. Bomb should be going down. It's just Starix here, and he gets dropped by Alu. So now it's all on Seized. 1v4 here. Looks like NiP about to take the last round in what certainly means we get another 6-9 finish here. Oh god.
It's meant to be, man. There's a pattern today, and we must abide by it.
We can't escape it. Okay, guys, we're just going to quickly reconnect here so we can get the scoreboard back. All right, Seized actually picking up some kills. Scaring us right now.
See if he can best Freiberg and Get Right, however. 1-on-4 situation. He can't actually find the bomb in the smoke.
They're knifing inside, and oh, Get Right is going to get the triple. Stab Seized inside that smoke, and there it is. So, guys, we're just quickly going to go out here to the cam and then get our disconnect and reconnect back in. Sorry about that, but should just be a second here. Right. That's it, guys. 9-6 finish one more time.
I mean, that's not how the NaVi were planning on that going, basically. But we saw, basically, the big thing to point out there is just the fact that they didn't have the money early. NiP succeeded in resetting their economy time and time again, which never allowed NaVi to pick up the AWPs that they really do need. Actually, do we want to risk it for a biscuit? Are we still having the same problem?
Yeah, we're still having the same problem.
So.
Oh yeah, I mean, changing the resolution. We actually can't even really easily do that because we'll have to change the whole video input to do it. So We'll
go full screen windows. Like go.
Should I try and do this?
Try to do that.
I'm so worried. I'm so scared.
Oh, good God.
Oh. Okay, and then we go back to full screen window.
Deep breaths.
There's every chance this could fail. Okay, but it didn't. It seems to still be working.
We got it.
By some miracle, this actually worked. I can promise you this much. If this had been XSplit, it would have been a very different experience.
See, that's why OBS, man. OBS superior.
All
Just
right.
take it from me.
Yeah, it's a pretty solid piece of software for this kind of thing. So good job.
NaVi are good on T side, and that's something that we can point out. The only issue here is that they don't have their full lineup. Sure, Starix is going to be aware of where what NaVi are doing on their T side right now, what the preferred rounds are, or strategies rather, but it's not like having Edward on the server. And so that's another thing to keep in mind here, guys, is that NaVi are playing with the stand-in. Sure, it's their coach. Sure, he knows. But it's not going to be as if they're playing with the full roster. So when you get onto your T side, that's where it gets a little bit tricky for you, when you really do need to rely on certain players to do certain things in a round for things to run smoothly.
Well, now let's see where this goes. Get Right currently top fragging at 16 kills. Freiburg at 13, and also 13 on Zeus, in fact, who's top fragging for NaVi. That's interesting, just to point that out. NiP with a really strong lead, and if they win this pistol round, it's going to get really tricky. In NaVi, they've got what? They've got the Tech 9 armor on Ceased, but everyone else, they've got no grenades here. They're going to run right into Get Right, and that's a great opening frag. Now, Forest has to come up big here.
Ultra aggro, and that is not going to work at all for NiP. Losing Get Right early. Alu gets tagged down to 11 HP already. Flavy's going to be able to pick him off, and it's going to come down to Freiburg and Exist, the last two members alive here for NiP, taking the battle valiantly. Exist now the last man here, 1v4, and he gets overwhelmed by Starix, who collects the last two frags of that round. But that couldn't have gone better for NaVi. Get Right literally offered himself up to his god Zeus.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. There was, once they get that kill, they just don't stop. And Forest, I mean, if he can sit in that corner and get a couple of headshots, that's a way back into the round, but it went the other way instead. So strong start here for NaVi, which they desperately needed. We're going to be at 9-7 now.
And it's not going to be a force buy out of NiP. It's just a pistol eco. So this is interesting. NiP, they, however, do not want to spend all of their money like NaVi did. They don't want to fully invest in this round. They are banking on the fourth round, essentially.
Forest and Alu with money, and then like Get Right used all of his exist. It's like a really
Double
weird
up,
distribution.
bro. Double up. I'm seeing it here. Fourth round, and they're gonna go straight for it, man.
It could be. Look at this. Forest close with the C set. Is gonna take the fight a little bit too early. 5 bullets left. I mean, they've done good damage, but reload not gonna happen. They're not gonna give him the time for it. Good job there. Get Right actually. Alu picking up 2 good kills, taking down Zeus and Flamey. And this means NiP have the health advantage. They don't have a kit, sure, and they don't have armor, but look at this. Exist just walking in, and it's going to be taken out. Freiburg now, all alone.
And he gets a gun to work with now as well. Let's see what he's capable of. No kit this time on Freiburg, and he's just going to get run and gunned. Starks runs around that corner, takes his face off, and we're up to 9-8 NaVi. They survive with 2. So for the investment that NiP actually put into that round, not investing in Kevlar, not really investing in nades, only really in the pistols, that's actually a fantastic eco round for them. As far as they're concerned, they did their work. They're going to get a bit of bonus money going into this round. When we see them dropping a little bit of it here, Forrest spending $500 on a CZ, and also Alu going up to a P250. The rest of them ecoing on the standard issue. So another round here for NiP, basically, to just do some damage, get some kills, and make sure that NaVi are spending money. Make sure that they are the ones who are struggling. Because we saw throughout the entire first half what happens when NaVi don't have money to work with. NiP get rounds.
I mean, that took NaVi a long time to realize as well, so hopefully NiP will be a little bit quicker on their end to just say, all right, let's go straight for the rifles, no crazy force-ups here. Make sure we've got all the equipment, and then keep tracking, stack up the rounds. Good start, obviously, here as NaVi did hit the right bomb site where there was not a single NiP member. Freiburg has picked up a kill, and now they're trying to get through the hole, but it's the murder hole similar. You can't just make it through like that.
For good reason, right? They're trying to force their way through. Flamey will get the last 2, but 2 kills. Now that is acrobatic, actually.
Yeah,
it looks like he's like caught mid skip.
Yeah,
like he's just skipping through the fields.
Something weird going on there. That's going to tie the score at 9-9. I don't know, it looked like some almost like modern art or something, you know.
Forrest doesn't go for an op. He could have gone for it, but he doesn't choose to. I guess him going for the CZ in the last round kind of gives it away, but still, no EWP. Was expecting a double op there for NiP, but Alu's going to be the only one with a sniper rifle this round for him. Guardian, though, does have his, so now we get the battle right off the bat. Everybody has what they want.
And Freiburg using the M4A4, and so is Get Right. I mean, this is just like way out of bounds.
They're rebels.
They're rebels, aren't they? Or like hipsters, like, you know, like going back to that all the time.
Oh my god, that
Oh,
timing.
wow. And he just keeps spraying. Sue's not going to give him that easy to spray through the floor panel then. And assist up here. M4A1 in hand. Starrick's going to be real close. And that's a good headshot. But can he keep going? They kind of need to. Otherwise, they might lose control here. Grenade right at the feet of Zeus. And that's a lot of damage.
And smoke goes down, and now NaVi are going to start pushing forward. Kill comes in from Guardian. He finds that angle on Forrest. Alu not going to be able to get that shoulder peek down. So he does decide to fall back to CT. Timing is running out here, however, for Alu. He's going to get pinned down here in the corner. And NaVi, 40 seconds left. They have the time to canvas here. Full rotation has come out from NiP now that they've spotted the bomb, and Guardian gets yet another kill. Seized will take out Exist on the rotate, and it's down to Alu. Last man alive here for NiP, holding from CT, and he's not going to be able to get the wall bang through. He will get the point-blank shot on Seized, but with 3 players alive here for NaVi, they aren't concerned. They could go so far as to pick up a second AWP for StarX actually right now, but Zeus going for the M4A1 instead.
Strong round from NaVi right there. That's 10-9, and they're doing a really good job here on the second half where...
This is a map that NiP cannot lose as far as the group standings. We have to emphasize that right now.
Yeah, right.
NaVi are sitting on 2-1, but NiP are at 2-5 in this group. So they have lost a whole lot more than NaVi have. They cannot afford to lose this map and hope to make the finals. NaVi, however, they can afford to go to 2-2. So this would be a huge win for NaVi if they can pick it up, get to that 3-1, and, well, basically put NiP in a tomb.
I'd be shocking. I mean, if NiP couldn't qualify for this tournament, right? If they end up in a situation where they won't be able to make it through. Alu, a really good headshot there on Flamey, but the bomb is making its way into B, where there is not a single Swedish person alive.
Is that because he's Finnish?
Well, that could be it too, but he's not there either. No Swedes, no Finns, no Scandinavian people over there at all.
Oh, dude, if you want to piss off Alu, call him a Scandinavian. Oh, well.
Gotta be careful, gotta be careful. I see what you mean. StarX is gonna get the last kill in there, and that's gonna make it 11-9. Just continuing on here. I mean, Get Right's top fragging now at 17, but look at NaVi. Like, everybody on NaVi is stepping it up right now.
Yeah, they are. I mean, StarX sitting at the top, but the rest of them pretty close behind him as well. I mean, 16 now in Flamey. He's taken the lead for NaVi. He's nearly taken the lead on the map. It's only Get Right doing better with 17, so this is getting very close. But NaVi, now they have all the guns. Alu once again has his AWP, and now we get to have that rinse-repeat moment here. We'll see if NiP can hold their own. Because the last time they had guns in their hands, NaVi, they completely wrecked the Ninjas. And slow play once again from NaVi, but they're going for the same style. Let's see, Guardian up in apartments, 2 guys up in A-Abs. They're repeating what was successful the last time around here at NaVi.
Still a very, very slow round for them. Flamey going to be walking into the middle, AK in hand, if he could find an opening. Frag on Forrest, who's had a bit of a tough game here. And he's going to go down as well with a good headshot. Yeah, really not Forrest's best map here.
No, they're having a real rough time of it. They do have 3 guys on A, though, so this is a correct play. Freiburg is going to be hearing these steps, and he could potentially catch StarX out for free, and he's not going to win that duel. That is not allowed. Flamey will take out Alu as well. Exist is not going to get that kill. Instead, it's Get Right from short, but it's the last 2 players alive here, and now Get Right alone for NiP in a 1v4. NaVi, they win all of the duels, the key frags, everything going their way here in this round.
What could Get Right really do? He's going to spray down one there. That's Guardian gone down, but it will definitely be a 12th round here for NaVi. I mean, Get Right, absolute best case scenario. He takes everyone with him, but I don't see them letting up an opening for him to get the bomb down here. Gets another kill, makes it a triple on the round, but can't get the quick 180 turn, so Zeus will take him out. And that's going to be 12-9, and now NiP, I mean, the money is not looking great, but how much longer are they going to be able to save here? I mean, if they wait, and looks like they will, NaVi's going to get really close, aren't they?
Yeah, they're willing to let NaVi get to 13. That is brave. Get Right's going to invest a little bit more in this round than his teammates with the Kit and Kevlar. And Exist with the deagle. Let's see. Does he win versus Guardian? Guardian puts a shot through, and Exist is going to fall back wisely, giving ground. There's 4 players alive on this A site right now for NiP, so they are hoping that NaVi were going to attempt to change up the pace and try to go for something quick. But NaVi decided to go 4 players in mid and take over there. Somehow Exist lands 2 shots on Guardian through the smoke there, though. That is ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, that's a lot of damage, isn't it? Guardian also took down Freiburg, though, and Get Right's playing right across the smoke here. Gonna be walking through, and did anyone see that? I'm not sure they did. Finally, Su's gonna pick up that kill, so Forest will take out Flamey, and it's still a 2v4 here. Bomb being picked up top mid, and Forest looking for a click, not gonna get it. Alu won't either. They both go down, and that is gonna be it. 13-9. They only took Flamey with them in that round. And Flamey's tied with Zeus, top fragging on Navi's side here, 18-18. Still Get Right at 20 kills over here, having a pretty good game. But, I mean, right now NiP need to wake up again.
Yeah, and they're going to have a long struggle ahead of them because their backs are to the wall as far as the money is concerned. Navi now have like 3 players around $10,000, so the money is great for Navi. They have no pressure as far as that's concerned. Alu changing up his angle, though. Flamey on the edge of that smoke, and he's going to walk out into the open here. He's going for the crouch Forest, hoping to get lucky, but Alu instead is going to be the one to hunt down Flamey. So that's going to be 1 kill. Get Right will pick up Seized as well over the B apartments in the meantime. So this is how it's supposed to go for NiP. They go for the aggression, they change it up rather than playing passively. They decide to challenge mid, they challenge apartments, and they come out ahead.
Yeah, I mean, that's it. Now they can play safe. Now they can really slow it down and take it easy. Freiburg down here doing exactly that. Not too many challenges, not too many risks being taken. You can tell they kind of do want to, you know, they want to see what's going on, but they should be trying to play this as safely as they are, essentially. Guardian sneaking into the middle, AWP in hand, and let's try and see if he could find an opening as we're just fighting windows here in the background as well. Sorry about that, guys. Alright, it is going to be Such with another kill here as Exist goes down, and he's been playing pretty well, Such, today.
Yeah, he has. He has been on point. He's got a lot of work ahead of him here. Stark's trying to sneak his way forward. He is alone, exposed. 2 players there to face him, and Alu's going to land that shot. And it's going to be Zeus. He does take out Alu, so they should be able to save his AWP, and yeah, Freiburg will get there in time.
Look at this pose.
That is like
that's
fabulous,
impressive.
Man.
Yeah, that's super fabulous. All right, 13-10, 9th round of the second half is coming up now. 21 kills on Get Right, but Zeus is right behind him at 20. That's why I said he's been having a pretty decent game at the moment. And we'll see. NiP showing us they're not done yet. They want to keep fighting.
And does this now the change in pace here? Look at this. Straight into underpass right now from NaVi, hoping that somebody's going to peek. And there you go, Guardian. Alu decides to take that fight. And that was, well...
Yeah, I mean, he just didn't win it. If he had won it, then sure, but they saw that coming. And, I mean, that looks like the kind of play you're making if you have a really good read on what the enemy is doing. You're like, look, we know Alu likes doing this. We're just going to set up and be ready for it. And that will be it. So, I love this position, though, here from Freiburg and Exist. If they push into A now, having 2 people up in amps like that is going to be pretty big. Forest waiting on the other side here. Starix jumps up. Forest runs in. And just holding mouse 1, gonna pick up the kill, but look who's rotating back towards the B-bomb site. It's the rest of Navi. Get Right's gonna be able to hear it first, and he's gonna have Forest close by. So the ancient combo here between these 2 players. And Get Right, he's on fire at the moment. Gonna pick up the first kill there. Forest goes down. 19 bullets left. Get Right not gonna get the second kill, which means even with Exist flanking, it might be too late.
Yeah, Exist is gonna try and get here as quickly as possible. Guardian. Is he going to out? He takes the peek and he spots out Exist. Worst possible timing there. Worst possible luck for Exist that Guardian looks, checks his way just as he rounds that corner. Freiburg, the last man alive here in a 1v3, and he is not going to win it. Navi will take the lead here. 14-10. Well, take the lead. They've been in the lead for quite some time, but now they've got quite a bit of one, and this is completely wrecked NiP's money. Look at this. 6,000 on Force at the beginning of the round, but the majority of his team are all sitting around the $2,000 mark.
Yeah. I mean, NiP don't really have a choice. They have to go for it here. Otherwise, they end up playing for overtime, and that's not a comfortable position to be in either. FAMAS on Exist. AWP on Forest, in fact, which, I mean, people forget. Forest actually ops pretty damn well.
He is definitely competitive, man. But, yeah, there you go. That's what happens. He takes that fight versus Starix and wins it. Exist from Connector, though. Effective crossfire, and Guardian misses a shot. That is actually a bit of Bit of a mistake there that's going to cost them big here, NaVi. Exist from Connector managing to do big damage, and he goes unpunished.
Get Right versus Guardian. If Get Right wins this, then Guardian, he's never going to be able to downlive it. And there it is. He goes down. Get Right out-oping Guardian. And how often have we made fun of Get Right when he's oping? But this time he actually comes up with a big kill.
Oh, man, I don't even... Like, right now, seized. But that's the thing, right? Whenever you say that Get Right's opping, it's like not usually a very good thing for an IP.
I mean, they had that one time on Nuke.
Yeah,
when they kept putting Get Right out on the yard with the AWP, and it worked horribly. So we were all having a good laugh at that. But this was definitely a really good kill there, stealing the AWP away from Forest's corpse, and it's going to be 14-11. NaVi, they have a lot of money, and they're still going to be able to buy in this round, of course. So we'll see if NiP can make the full comeback here. That would be impressive. Like, that would be nuts. Maybe they could even just force overtime now that they finally get something on the board here.
Yeah, this is the key round right here. If that overtime is going to happen, they have to win this one. Because if they don't, NaVi are just going to completely railroad them, because NiP will be reset as far as the money is concerned again. So this is the key round if NiP want to keep their hopes up. And the smokes are going to go onto this A site. We'll see if they actually commit to this. This might be the same play that we saw versus Fnatic, where NaVi, they throw out the smokes, try to make it look like it's A, and then start applying pressure on B, like the double bluff, essentially.
Yeah, it's not impossible. I mean, I'm sort of wondering, because, I mean, if you want to do that, then you've got to be careful you don't wait until too late in the round. I think versus Fnatic, they did it fairly early on, didn't they? Yeah. I feel like so much time has passed now, it's scary if they try and fake too much. Exist close to Shadows. Freiburg also covering the same spot. So who's covering ramp right now? I mean, I guess Exist is going to let them out for a moment here. It's going to be 40 seconds now. And here comes the Molotov in. Exist trying to hide up on the box. Great position. Takes one. Almost the second one. And Freiburg with a great double spray down before he gets dropped as well. So now it is going to be a 2v3. Guardian and Zeus on left. And Zeus is going to put up one more smoke here. Can they get the bomb down? That's a big question. Guardian's got it. He's going to make his way. No, he falls off then, and Get Right would have been right up there. Could have maybe been a kill.
Oh, Alu attempting to jump through. It's going to be Get Right from stairs, and Get Right with the double kill. Double headshot as well. Coming in to save the day here for NiP, but the teamwork between Exist and Freiburg is what made it possible for NiP to win that round, essentially. The two of those guys tag teaming it. As soon as NaVi committed to that smoke round on A, that was everything that had to happen there. Exist with the initial damage, and then Starks with the follow-up, the double spray down from him. Well, Freiburg rather, with the spray down. That was essential for NiP to actually win that round. The fact that the rest of them, they managed to rotate in quickly, that turns into more standard fare. Just a solid start in the round there for NiP when it came to actually holding. And now NaVi are the ones who actually have to slow things down considerably. They go for a bit of an off buy here with Seized going for the AK Kevlar.
Yeah, and I'm wondering about the validity of that. He's going to go down as well, but Zeus picking up the AK, trying to continue. Can't spray through that, Zeus. Very sadly, you could with an AWP, I think, maybe get a shot through, but Freiburg also gets a kill on StarX here, and they're going to run back. I mean, look at the money on Seized. He's got 1,600, which means he put himself much lower than his team.
He's usually the support, well, air quotes, support player who takes a hit financially for NaVi when it comes to it. Zeus will do it as well. Between the two of them, usually they're the ones dropping the guns, etc. And, well, Zeus, he's got that AK, so he has managed to recover that, and he's getting some damage on the board here versus NiP, but they need the W right now, NaVi. They don't need to be, you know, futzing around here in mid, not getting the job done. So now we get to see what we can have here in this round, and yeah, it's going to be, this is it, really, essentially. They need to win this round right, NaVi, because they'll be in a forced buy situation if they don't, so I can't believe it's actually looking like it's going to go the full 30 rounds here between these two teams.
It definitely feels like it right now. Very close to a comeback here for NiP. Be impressive if they could put that together. Alu's got his, Guardian's got his, but there's nobody challenging Alu in the middle. I mean, NaVi, they are fine with giving up mid control. They just leave one guy in here, StarX, to make sure no one's sneaking up behind them. They've done this so many rounds already that they've got no problem with it.
And this is all about mid control now for NaVi. Two guys in underpass like this. Exist holding a bit of a cheeky spot. Alu is here as well. That crossfire through connector. This could prove to be lethal for NaVi if they show themselves, and they're trying to set it up as well. They want to try NiP right now with Forrest playing on short like that. He's trying to draw the attention to short, but it's going to be all and exist. Each picking up a frag. NaVi running right into the blender in that case. Starks does come back and take out Forrest, however, but now they've spotted out the man on the site. That's Freiburg who gets flashed in, peeks behind it, textbook play, and this is looking like NiP have got everything under control, although Starks is making it close.
Guardian now has to do it all on his own. He gets the first kill and makes it a 1v2. Now, last time he didn't quite get the jump over. This time, he's going to be successful. Goes for the peek. Not going to hit that shot, but it was close. Oh, that's so scary, isn't it? You can feel your toes just crumbling up when that happens. Now, Guardian looks for the angle. He's going to get the quick flick on Exist. And get right now. 1v1 versus Guardian. Is that bomb going to go down? He plants it right angle here, but he fakes it once. Gotta be careful. Get right in CT spawn, and Guardian's gonna come looking for him. Very close now. One missed shot, and Guardian's gonna be gone. He fakes it again. Get right's there. He doesn't get it. And Get right's gonna steal it away there at the end. Now 14-14. That was close.
If that was the old op, I bet you whatever you want, all that goes around that corner scoped and looks for Get right.
Yeah, it could
Straight
be.
up. If that was the old op. Oh my god. Because he clearly goes for the fake and he tries to go for the no scope, and Guardian, I don't know if that was like an attempt at a quick scope or if it was just straight up no scope, but that was way too close. Can't believe what Guardian is capable of. That man is legitimately a monster.
He was just like whispering to himself, if JW can do it, so can I. If JW can do it, so can I. Just like a little chant in his head, and it doesn't work out.
Well, very nicely done there by Get Right.
Yeah.
Basically playing it by the book, waiting in CT, not showing himself, not peeking until the job is done, essentially. So it's just great stuff there from the clutch player himself, and NiP have tied it up 14-14 now versus NaVi, and this is a force buy out of NaVi, and it's not going well. NiP, they're quickly getting control here. Starks will take out Forrest. Shot from Alu, though, to take out Flamey and Sandwich, and it's going to be Guardian and Starks, the last two alive here for NaVi.
Wow, that's a sick shot from Alu. Also a double kill in the round for him right now, and that's going to be the end of the round. 15-14 NiP. They could not possibly afford to lose this map. It would actually leave them almost no chance of qualifying or making it out of the group here, but they've done a very good job right now.
And just to make it perfectly clear, it's top 4 from Europe who would get that spot at the grand finals. So I mean, out of 12 teams, top 4, that's not a lot of room for error. NiP, they need to start getting wins on the board. So this, if they can secure this 30th round here, take this 16-14 versus NaVi, that would be excellent for them. And they have 2 maps versus Flipside, I believe, coming up next as well. So NiP, it's a long night. They need to get a good win on the board to start them off strong here.
He's waiting for Get Right down there in case he was going to try and push up close to the smoke. NaVi, I mean, at least they've got rifles, no AWP though, and not that many grenades either. So whatever they're going to try, it's going to have to involve some pretty good entry frags, because they won't be able to just zone out NiP with smokes or anything. That is already not on the table for them.
It's looking fairly grim here. I mean, 4 AKs though, and they are going to gather up B side. Essentially, they leave the one man lurking. That's Guardian over in a pit. He's going to try and draw attention to himself. Perhaps he's got the smokes to make this look like it's going to be a smoke execute, more or less. With Zeus, right now he's trying to sell this hard. Smoke down on short, nobody on connector to help, and now the push begins.
Are they going to be able to realize this though? Flashbang in, Get Right buying a lot of time with this Molotov, and he's got some backup here as well. Forrest holding close by. 25 seconds left as the first kill coming in, but Flamey charging through is going to pick up the kill on Get Right. Forrest now alone in the corner. Gets dropped. Flamey in a 1v3, and he's going to go for the plant. Can't get it in time. Alu's there to pick it up, and that will be it. NiP to steal it away, and what a sick comeback from them as well.
That's just fantastic.